Good evening. Let us start today's current affairs. INS Karanj. It's a 13th class Scorpion based submarines. INS Karanj. You all know earlier we have in second INS Kalvari. In the same way we have INS Karanj. Karanj. This is INS Karanj. 13th class Scorpion class, third version of submarine INS Karanj. Next, Khelo India program. As you all know, Government of India have initiated Khelo India program. Khelo India program, the ultimate aim of the program is to create world-class sports atmosphere in India, particularly across all universities and schools. For the young people who can play well, the government will give scholarships around 5 lakhs for 1,000 athletes who can perform well in the sports. Khelo India program is a very important program this time, where scholarships are given for the students who can perform. 1,000 scholarships will be allotted to the students. There are by-elections in Rajasthan, another important. And the most important scheme in this year's budget is National Health Protection Scheme. Around 10 crores households are going to be benefited. Around 10 crore households. Each household will get the insurance cover up to 5 lakh rupees. And government is telling that this is the world's largest health insurance scheme and health protection scheme. It's not just insurance, it's protection. Up to 5 lakhs protection will be given. The modalities of the scheme has to come out now. National Health Protection Scheme, the modalities of the scheme has to come out, but the government announced that 10 crore households will get benefited and 5 lakh rupees for each, and this is a very important scheme in the thing. And Bharat Mala, as you all know, road connectivity in India is a very important thing. Funds were increased to Bharat Mala project. This year, Sagar Mala, port connection, and Bharat Mala, road connection, both are important schemes for exam. Sagar Mala for port connection, for ports, and Bharat Mala for road connection. Both are very important schemes for the exam. Apart from that, we have virtual ID concept. Instead of Aadhaar cards, why don't we develop a virtual ID? An ID which are virtual based, so that there cannot be a privacy issue. Even that there can be a privacy issue, but still it is more protected than this Aadhaar data. That issue is going on. Creation of virtual ID. Next, Government of India declared, you all know the new scheme called Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat, very important scheme. 1.5 lakh wellness centers are being created under Ayushman Bharat. 1.5 lakh wellness centers are being created under Ayushman Bharat. Eklavya scheme. Tribal schools are established in the model of Navodaya Vidyalayas. Eklavya scheme. For tribal children, schools are established in the model of Navodaya schools. And apart from that, you have various schemes like long-term capital gains tax. This year, government's direct tax collection got increased. Even disinvestment, around 1 lakh crore fund we got. In direct tax collection, indirect tax collection, and even tax filing, this year have seen a surge in India, in the Indian context. Apart from that, fiscal consolidation. We have a distant dream, because India have targeted fiscal deficit of 3.2. Now we have seen a fiscal slippage, where this year we have went up to 3.5 fiscal deficit. Next year fiscal deficit we are targeting up to 3.3. Next year fiscal deficit we are targeting up to 3.3. Prudence versus populism. The debate is prudence versus populism. With agriculture and rural development as a priority, the government has to spend a lot, and returns only will be in the long term. We will get only long term returns, but not the short term returns. This is also an issue that was discussed in the newspaper. And the budget overall is good, but there are various challenges which you have to address. And there was a debate in Hindu paper today regarding One India, One Election or simultaneous election. Democracy, in order to become integral democracy, there should be continuity, there should be proper governance, and there should be time for governance. So One India, One Election actually gives a very good time for governance, because when there are regular elections, local elections, state level elections, national elections, there will be a policy paralysis and also permanent campaigning syndrome. Policy paralysis and also permanent campaigning syndrome. This is the thing. And the second thing, national elections, state elections, local elections, there is a lot of cost involved. We can reduce the cost in the elections if you conduct the elections simultaneously, and governance can be addressed. But the drawback is it might affect the federal structure, because generally where there are simultaneous elections, generally people vote for the national party. In 1999, when there are simultaneous elections for a state party and national party, 68% of the people voted for national party. In 2004, 77% of the people voted for national party. In 2009, 76% of the people voted for national party. In 2014, in a large scale, 86% of the people voted for national party. So it might affect the federal structure. Simultaneous elections might affect the federal structure. So though simultaneous elections are idealistic, but it is not immediately feasible. This is also an argument. These are the important current affairs today.